Greetings, this is Diva tuning in from the Bronx, New York in May of 2020. This is the making of my dirty video mixer by Carl Klump. While synthesizing video recently using computer software, I came about a design for a simple DIY video mixer called the Dirty Video Mixer. It's a design from creator Carl Klump, and this video is a look into my process as a person with absolutely no prior experience making anything like this. I started this project off by drawing this graph illustrated in Eva Landry's video on how to make Carl Klump's dirty video mixer. I drew it several times so that I could get familiar with what I would be doing once I had the physical items. I ordered everything from a local New York City store called Tinkersphere. The parts needed for this project are 3 RCA jacks. You will be soldering on to each point. 1K potentiometer, 2 toggle switches, cable, a project box. Here's mine. Isn't she beautiful? When in a time of crunch, hot glue gun works perfect to drill holes into your project box, if it's plastic, that is. Also, a soldering iron, wire cutters, and whatnot. To start off, I worked on my ground cable. Eva Landry makes a point about joining the cables together, and I do admit that that did help me. Here we watch as I attempt my first time using the soldering iron, and I will admit I didn't do that good of a job. I'm actually even surprised, as you can see here, that little pieces drop on my desk. I did burn a little bit of my desk, but that's okay. Here we have my first successful attempt. And look at this really cool magnifier that I got from Tinkersphere. And here I moved on to the toggle switches, and unlike how Eva Landry did it in her video, I kind of just put the cable pieces together and then connected them separately to the switches, connected everything together with the switches, and then moved on to the RCA's connectors, which were already connected by the ground cable. I don't know if this is the smarter way of doing it, I just know that this is the way I did it. And here I moved on finally to the potentiometer. I was kind of scared about this one because I only had 1 potentiometer, but somehow it's worked out just fine. As you can see, there are many scraps of fallen solder on my desk. If you're a child, please have an adult do this for you. If you're an adult, please have an adult do this for you. One thing I ended up liking about this project is finding out about the word potentiometer. I didn't know that word before, and I love that word now. And here we have the completed piece before it broke. It's quite beautiful. I really enjoyed making this. It was a lot of fun. And so I started putting it into my project box so that I could see how it all worked out. And here it is, Ain't She a Beaut. I really had a lot of fun making this. I thought it would be harder than it turned out to be. And so I took it apart so that I could sand my project box and get it a little bit neater. But as I was taking it apart, one of my connectors to an RCA input came off, so I had to go back to the soldering board. I was so upset when it broke too. Like, I thought I did so well, and here we are trying to fix it. There's my solder and my joints, as they call them. Once again, I have literally no prior knowledge of working with electronics, circuit bending, or anything like this. I do like to make videos. I spent some time trying to put different washes on there, but none of them really fit. So then at the end of it, I glued everything together. Well, glued the pieces down into the plastic, into the box. A beautiful box! By the grace of God, I actually completed something for once. And then we went to test it. And here is my demo. Dun dun dun. My mixer ended up working somehow. I was surprised and excited to see the fruits of my labor. There are some signal issues, so I do think I have to go back to it and figure it out, but for now it works just fine. That being said, after playing with it and picking up an HDMI to RCA adapter so I could attach my camera or computer, I am really excited to play with it more. If you are going to do something like this and you're interested in video feedback, I do recommend picking up an HDMI to RCA adapter. Thanks for watching!